Parents getting ready for Christmas
Parents getting for ready Christmas
are getting a little help
are getting a little help
from some unexpected sources.
from some unexpected sources.
Ready for Christmas are getting a little help from
Getting a little help
some unexpected sources.
some unexpected sources.
No, not from St. Nick.
No, not from Saint Nick.
No, not from St. Nick.
No, not from Saint Nick.
But from anonymous donors paying off balance.
But anonymous donors.
But from anonymous donors paying off.
But from anonymous donors paying off.
From anonymous St. Nick. But from anonymous donors paying off.
But from anonymous donors paying off.
Anonymous donors paying off balances on several layaway accounts. Balances on several layaway accounts.
Balances on several layaway accounts.
Paying off balances on several layaway accounts.
Balances on several layaway accounts.
Donors paying off balances on several layaway accounts.
Paying off balances on several layaway accounts.
On several layaway accounts.
From several layaway accounts.
It seems the trend started at this Kmart. It seems the trend started at this.
It seems the trend started.
It seems the trend started at this.
It seems the trend started.
It seems the trend started at this Kmart and what trend started. It seems the trend started at this Kmart and the way accounts. It seems the trend started at this Kmart and
It seems the trend started at this Kmart.
in Western Michigan. Employees in Western Michigan. In Western Michigan. Employees at this store have
Employees at this store.
Michigan. Employees at this store have said that a woman in her 30s at this store have said that a woman employees at this store have said that a woman
Employees at this woman
Employees at this store have said that a woman
Employees at this store said that
Employees at this store have said that a woman in her employees at this store have said that a woman employees at this store have said that a
Employees at this store have said that
woman in her 30s stopped at the counter and told the 30s stopped at the counter and
woman in the service stopped the counter.
Woman in her 30s stopped at the counter and told the cashier.
Stopped at the counter and told the cashier.
Store have said that a woman employee Kmart in Western started at this Kmart in Western Michigan. Employees at this store have said that a woman
Employees at this store have said that
in her 30s stopped have said that a woman in her 30s
said that woman in service
stopped at the counter and told in her 30s stopped at the counter and told the cashier.
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 She wanted to pay the bills of a few unsuspecting customers. Wanted to pay the bills of a few unsuspecting customers.
She wanted paying off the bills of the one
of a few unsuspecting customers of a few. She wanted to pay the bills of.
She wanted to pay the bills.
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 She wanted to pay the bills of a few.
She wanted to pay the bills.
Few unsuspecting customers of a few unsuspecting customers of a few
She wanted to pay the bills of the few unexpected customers.
Suspecting customer, a few unsuspecting the cashier. She wanted to pay the bills of a few
She wanted to pay the bills of a few unsuspecting customers.
Unsuspecting customers. Her only requirement. Her only requirement.
Her only requirement.
Her only requirement.
Her only requirement.
The order had to include toys.
The order had toys.
The order had to include toys.
The order had to include toys.
She had a great heart.
She had great heart.
And I told her that. She had a great heart. And I told her that I felt like.
And I told her that
she had a great heart. And she said, felt like she had a great heart. And
she had great heart. And
she said she doesn't want to take appreciation. She doesn't want to take appreciation.
She doesn't want to take appreciation.
She doesn't want to take appreciation.
She doesn't want to take appreciation
for it. She just felt like appreciation for it.
She doesn't want to take appreciation. No.
Doesn't want to take appreciation for it.
She doesn't want appreciation for it.
She just felt that she was blessed.
She just told that
And she just felt that she was blessed and she wanted to bless others.
she was blessed and she blessed others.
She was blessed and she wanted to bless others.
She was blessed and she want to bless others.
She was blessed and she wanted to bless others.
She was blessed and she wanted to bless others.
This woman had most of her bill
Others.
This woman had most of her bill paid by the layaways. Had most of her bill paid by the layaway. Had most of her
Bless others.
This woman had most of her bill paid by
This woman had most of her bill paid away.
This woman had most of her bill paid by the
This woman
This woman had most of her bill paid by the
This woman had most pay.
This woman had most of her bill paid
This woman had most of her bill
by the layaway
paid the layaway.
Most of her bill paid by the layaway most of her bill
Others.
This woman had most of her bill paid by the
This woman had most of her bill paid by
layaway Santa.
layaway Santa. This woman most of bill had paid by layaway Santa. This woman had most of paid.
Bless others.
This woman had most of her bill paid by
This woman had most of bill paid by layaway Santa.
the layaway Santa. Paid by This woman had most of her bill paid by the layaway Santa.
This woman had most of her bill.
Bless others.
This woman had most of her bill paid by the layaway. Had most of her bill paid. This woman had most of her bill paid by the. This woman had most of her bill paid by the layaway Santa.
This woman had most of her bill paid by a railway Santa.
She was so excited by the surprise that
She was so excited by.
she gave her excited by the surprise. She was so excited by the surprise that
She was so excited by surprise.
she gave her son one of his Christmas gifts.
To give her son one of the
Gave her son one of his Christmas
Christmas.
gift. She gave her son one of his Christmas that she gave her son one of his Christmas that she gave her son one
Gave her son one of the.
of his Christmas gifts. He gave her son one of his Christmas gifts. He gave her son one of his Christmas gifts early.
The son one of his Christmas gifts early.
One of his Christmas gifts early. Gave her son one of his Christmas.
The surprise that she gave her son one of his Christmas gifts early.
Surprise that she gave her son one of his Christmas gifts
She gave her son
early. The son one of his Christmas gifts early.
one of his Christmas gifts early.
The only thing that the anonymous donor left.
The only thing the anonymous donor.
The only thing that the anonymous donor left.
The only thing anonymous donor left.
Behind was this note. Anonymous donor left behind was this note on.
The only thing anonymous
Donor left behind. The thing that the anonymous donor left behind was
The only thing anonymous donor left behind.
this note on
This
each of the
note
three
on
tickets
each of
she
three
paid.
tickets
It reads,
left behind each.
tickets she note on each of the three was this anonymous donor. The only thing that the anonymous
The only thing anonymous
donor left behind was this note
left behind this note
on each of the three tickets
on each of three
she
tickets.
paid. Each of the three tickets she paid.
3 tickets she paid.
It reads, Happy Holidays from a friend.
It reads, Happy Holidays from a friend.
But her story has inspired others from her story has in friend. But her story has inspired
But her story has inspired.
others from Montana
But her story has inspired others.
to India. Others from Montana to
But her story has inspired from Montana to Indiana.
Indiana. Others from her story has inspired others from Montana to Indiana.
But her story has inspired others from Montana to Indiana.
To story has inspired, but her story has inspired others from a friend. But her story has inspired others from Montana to Indiana.
But her story has inspired others from Montana to Indiana
to pay off the bills of complete strangers in the bills of to pay off the bills of complete
to pay off the bills
to pay off the bills of complete strangers in the
to pay off the bills
bills of to pay off the bills of complete
to pay off the bills complete
strangers in these complete strangers in
complete strangers
these days before Christmas. In these days before strangers in these days before Christmas.
strangers in these days before Christmas.
These complete strangers in these days before Christmas. Strangers bills of complete strangers in these days before Christmas. Pay off the bills of complete strangers in the
Complete strangers in
these days before Christmas.
complete strangers in before this Christmas. Complete strangers in these days.
Strangers
Complete strangers in these days before Christmas.
in these days before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Rita Foley, The Associated Press.
The issue of
Parents getting ready for Christmas are getting a little help from
Parents ready Christmas. 부모들이 준비한다 크리스마스를.
some unexpected sources. Some parents getting ready for Christmas are getting a little help from some unexpected